Yo, 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 this your boy Shaman Truth. Just bringing you guys another video. This video is just about before it's all said and done, you must there's a quest, an internal quest that an upright primal being has been going on. But now your journey is starting to externalize. But in doing that, you do have the Archon oppressors putting out confirmation with that bird, putting out smoke and mirror techniques that are mirrors of fear, but it ain't shit behind it. But behind that, there's a back door where they're going. There's some other thing going on, or is another thing that they don't want you to do, see, or feel. So they throw a lot of fear, but that fear is really nothing. There's different locations, geographically, that they did this technique to. If I started naming some, I think we would see it. But yes, there's definitely a lot to where it puts fear in people, and it makes their fears come true. How they think of like weird shit, like, you know, how people think of them and shit like that. Those type of fears, weird shit like that. Not no crazy shit, you know, more petty. But definitely, you will see it on the media. There would just be a saturated amount of violent content on certain geographical locations. You know, and not to say it's not violence, but why are you showing it that much? They don't even do that in America like that. Like, you're just seeing people, you know, being, you know, executed in that way. That's how you know that is put there to put fear in you for not going there, because this should not be on sites and shit like that. That's some creepy shit. I don't know why that shit's on the internet. I know the internet is the internet, but you should not be able to look that shit up. Because, like, if you can look it up, a kid can look it up. So it's like, it's not right. You should just not have that shit on the internet. There should be a bill passed, like, you can't have that shit on the internet. That type of shit. Those sites should not be on the internet, bro. Those sites are not right. But, that's the technique to put fear in you, to make you, like, you know, weird. And they inject a lot of, you know, inflicted chaos in terms of putting substances out there and putting archons out there, and archons are narcissists. A lot of them. Narcissists are archons, so all about them, and it's putting out a toxic environment where those places are. Because they're full of archons, making that energy really dense. That party life is a lot of archonic life, because it gets toxic, man. People get Mickey'd all the fucking time and shit. Different spots. That's a smoke and mirrors technique. Fill this bitch up with party. Make it seem like a good time, but behind closed doors, you're trying to pray for your downfall, catch you slipping, you know? For example, Colombia. I gotta throw them names on that one. Colombia is a great example of them using smoke and mirrors, bro. They say party, but a lot of the time they trying to take your ass out. That's Colombia for you. It seems like it's fun, but you already know behind closed doors, just some shit underneath that city. You already know. That's why it's like, that's a place you do not want to go to. Unless me and you finna bring it down. If you ain't ready to bring it down like I would, then I wouldn't even go, because that's what I would do. I would figure out a way to get in a pocket with whoever think they big and bad, and take their shit, and then next thing you know, I'll put my chaos out there, and then next thing you know, it's all crumbled. Because that's what I do. This is smoke and mirrors technique, though, in Colombia, though. Because that party shit in certain spots is infinite. It's pushed on those motherfuckers because those people are infiltrated. Even if it looks like it's a local, who knows if that's really a fucking local? Spanish people look certain, you know, they look like a certain way, and they can lie to you and say they already have a fake ID, and it can be, you know, you never know. You just never know. You think that's not even a local you're talking to. You're talking to a whole other motherfucker. They saying they're a local, bro. You know, got a job off a fake ID, and they're a whole nother motherfucker just plotting and planning and working from a whole nother little system of shit. You know, but the key is that what's in Colombia is Colombia got some secrets. I'm pretty sure if Colombia don't got the jungle, it got something in there they trying to keep motherfuckers away from. It got to be where the places where I don't want to say nothing. It's vortexes, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't be doing all that dumb shit. They would have left the place alone like other places. But just something about the spiritual energy in Colombia to where they got to put them type of environments in there. If they left those environments out and stopped doing the smoke and mirrors, I'm pretty sure they would elevate. They ain't got that bullshit around them. Just like Mexico. That's that smoke and mirrors technique with all that goddamn cartel shit. That's what smoke and mirrors put fear in you to go to not go to Mexico. You know, put fear in you to be like, man, you better watch your fucking step, buddy, or you'll get got from these guys. Like, trying to put fear in you, like, trying to be scared of these people, like, you know, like, just, you know, like, what, like, that's gonna do something. Like, fear is gonna protect you from these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, be careful and be scared of us, and that'll help. Like, that ain't gonna help. That'll even make it worse. But there's definitely smoke and mirrors in Mexico. Because there's a high excess amount of explicit content of things going down there that is violent. And you're going to watch it on the internet, unfortunately. And that's just some smoke and mirrors, because they do inject some shit down there. A lot of that shit's just archon shit. They'll put archons against each other just to change the frequency of the land. They don't give a fuck. As long as they can fuck up the frequency, they're okay. That's how they think. That's how these people think. A lot of that shit just be archons, man. And they'll get a trader, a couple of traders, just that and the third, but a lot of them are archons. As soon as you awaken, you can destroy all that shit. But it'll be a battle, though. But you have to sit in the pocket with them niggas, because they'll come at you. But that's like, it's not worth it. Because especially if you got light. Yeah, if you got light, you know darkness gonna come. There's certain places, just be ready. That's how it is, but you good. But if you ever go down there, nigga, and you got light, just know darkness will come. Just know that. Them archons know light. But yeah, they definitely got some, you know, some smoke and mirrors technique in the hidden door of that place. The hidden door of that place has to be the land. The land is sacred and ancient. There's places in Mexico they probably never even discovered, because there's too much fear in that motherfucker. There's too much fear in there. They don't even want to look in their own goddamn land, bro. If you really clean out all the drugs out of Mexico, that place would probably be one of the most mystical places on earth. You feel me? Just get the drugs out of Mexico to make that place safe. Fuck those drugs, bro. That place really needs to, like, really just be like, take one for the team and just like, yo, man, we just need to put our brains together and do something else. We got all these niggas. Let's figure out a way we can do something else. Make beds, make furniture, and sell them bitches across the seas. You ain't even got to do that shit no more. It's real shit. Like, man, it's getting to the point we ain't got to do that no more, bro. Let's just wave the white flag when it comes to that shit. But there's definitely sacred land in Mexico, bro. I can definitely feel it. Mexico got that shit. Man, yeah, I remember watching the channels on whatever that show called, HGTV. You're always seeing people go to Mexico. Like, now people love Mexico. But you do got this negative cloud around it. You got this negative connotation around it, trying to put fear in you. And then, but we can't forget the instances of it going on in there too. You know, you do got to clean that fucking shit up. I don't have no problem. I'm not just going to be stepping on people's toes. I don't, you know, I'm just mind my business. But if you think about it, that shit should get cleaned up because it'll balance out the realm. Because that shit is very negative. It is. But definitely there's some smoke and mirrors. If you can actually mute all that bullshit and figure out a way to get confirmation when I say this, figure out to get access to some of that sacred land, you're good. Because that land's gonna protect you. As long as you respecting the land and you actually harmonious to the cosmos, man, that land gonna protect you. That land ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. But yeah, they definitely got smoke and mirrors out there. Definitely. In Brazil, you know Brazil got that jungle, boy. You know Brazil got that jungle. And what Brazil is, they make you think they're racist. Don't get me wrong, people are racist. But I just can't believe that them black niggas over there is gonna be racist to some black niggas over here. I just don't. They don't sit right with me. Don't get me wrong. Everybody different. But at the end of the day, bro, we all black. What the fuck? You know how we niggas are. You know how weird niggas be though. Some niggas be like nationalized niggas and shit. But that low key just makes you have a dumber perception. It does. It makes you closed off. It just makes you more limited. Makes you like, yeah, just because it just doesn't make sense if you think about it. But for the most part, people do fuck with the niggas. Because they like, I see myself in you, buddy. We're damn near the same motherfuckers. But Brazil has that negative connotation too. There's some shit going on in Brazil. Definitely, it's injected there from the archons, and there's just people hopping on because it seems lucrative. But all that's doing is lowering the vibration of those places, making those places, it's not really good. Confirmation. And the thing is with Brazil, that makes people not want to discover the fucking jungle. There's jungles in Brazil. And, dude, the sky's the limit. And no telling what's in that jungle. No telling what's in those jungles. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, bro. And you can go in there if you got the keys. If you got the keys if you got chaos, nigga, you got that right chaos. Not that bullshit negative, nigga. That real chaos. You'll be able to go through them gates in Brazil, bro. And that's all I'm gonna say. There's some gates in Brazil. Confirmation when I say this. There's some gates in Brazil. There's some gates in Brazil, bro. If you one of them upright niggas, your intuition will guide you to them and somebody will guide you. It's a spiritual thing to where nobody will tell you about it, but you know it's something a part of it. And then you'll figure out how to get there because it has to be that secret. It has to be that secret. Because if it was disclosed, people could be listening. If you wrote it down, people could snoop. If you had a dream, some people can dream interpret, remote view when you wake up, and because you didn't have your head wrapped, some shit. It has to be some sacred shit that you get. Confirmation when I say this. Some sacred shit that you get with them that there's some mystical sacred shit that's going to activate you. Because it's getting to the point where your spiritual shit tapped in. Now, the mystical and spiritual will start to externalize on your physical. But you got to go to a certain, I guess you say, liminal points on the map. There's different liminal points on the map that you got to go to. It's all internal. Yeah. But Great Mother's saying now, you're going to get the miracle to see this shit. Or see some miracles and shit. Like, different way of thinking. It's changed, but now you have to start going to these liminal points. That's what she's saying. Because it's an adventure. But there's definitely some smoke and mirrors going on in Brazil. There's definitely some smoke and mirrors. I remember Stuart Wild was like, somebody answered a question about Someone who wanted to go to Brazil, he was like, he asked Crep, I think his name Dustin Crep, whatever the fuck his name is, Crep, the hooded sage. Someone in the crowd on one of his lectures asked, should he go to Brazil? And he was like, nah, don't go to Brazil. But I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, bro, I'm starting to think, through a while, play both sides a little bit. I'm starting to think it. Because it's like, no, Brazil is the place you want to go. You got to dodge that bullshit, but no, some sacred land in there. It's a sacred land. You just got to dodge the bullshit. But you can't. But just a gate. There's some gates in Brazil, bro. You can get there. But it's a journey. As long as you did the trials, if you've been on some trials, your trials have got you. Your trials got you to where if you're being called to go to the gates. Yes, you're being called to go to the gates. But let's see another smoke and mirrors one, man. But the Brazil one is interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, I would say in Canada, there's definitely probably some caves. There's definitely caves in Canada, bro. But I don't know if that's it's definitely something up there in them goddamn mountains, because a lot of people think that's uninhabited land. You know that was inhabited millions and millions of years ago. We use this land everywhere, so just know. Don't believe that bullshit. Don't believe that that's uninhabited. Just go up there yourself and see what the fuck is up there. I bet you're gonna be wild. I bet you Canada got temples and shit. You gotta go deep because it's unaccessed. If you go deep outside of the outskirts of Canada, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find some ancient ruins. I'm pretty sure you're gonna find some ancient fucking magic that's in English that niggas jotted down because they knew better. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure it's out there. There's underground caves out there, unaccessed. They don't even know where they're at. They can try to go, but it'll never work out. Something bad will happen by them being on the journey. I'm already picking it up. This is not something they can do. Because it weighs your heart as soon as you think you're going after it. And then you next thing you know, that'll be your ultimate downfall because you're not pure. Your heart's not balanced to be on that. But it's definitely something in there. Definitely something in there. Only the pure can go on that path. Only the mystics. Like, yeah, you gotta be a mystic. You ain't gotta be no shaman or nothing, but you gotta be a mystic. Because the mystics always goes internalized. And then once he internalized long enough, his physical starts to show itself. It starts to reveal what he's been going through. And that's when you go through these gateways. But I'm pretty sure there's a gateway in Canada. But it's so cold out there, bro. I think they make that bitch cold for a reason, bro. If they could change the weather, they should really make that bitch hot. We should ask the Draconian aliens, yo, please make Canada hot. Make Canada hot everywhere. Galactic Draconian family, that's my favorite. Change the weather. If the Great Mother allow it, that's up to her. But my request is for y'all to just make Canada hot, all of it, even those spots that's not listed as a state or whatever the fuck. It's just land. I'm pretty sure you're gonna find something under that ice, cause they got that bitch iced the fuck out. There's a reason why that bitch iced the fuck out. They need a that bitch at the ice age. It's like no more ice age in Canada. Make that bitch hot. Make that bitch hot. That bitch need to be hot lightning. Let it be hot weather. I bet you that place be better. I bet you Canada be way better. People be going to Canada again because it's hot year round. I mean, the hot spot, Canada. It's hot year round. Oh shit. Shit, I'd love to go to Canada if it's hot year round. I don't like that cold shit, man. We just ask the Draconians, and you have to ask them out of respect. You don't just command them motherfuckers. I ask them out of respect, and if Canada's hot year round, you know why. But yeah, I think that's about it though. Maybe I know definitely Spain got something in there, but I can't say nothing. But definitely Spain, yes. Spain is ancient, but you got to think the Moors only went there because there was something there. That's how you know it has way more profound history before the Moors. You can't. I'm talking about the dirty Moors, the archons. Before they infiltrated that place, there was things that was kept away from these people. They don't even know where it's at. They're going to try to look for it now, but like I said, this shit is weighed on your heart. You're never going to be able to find it. Your path will always be fraught with dangers because you're trying to get on a path that you're not capable to be on. But there's definitely something in Spain, bro. Confirmation my nose. There's definitely something in Spain. I can't tell you where, bro, but there's definitely something in Spain, man. There's definitely something in Spain. Just like the Wizards used to be in Spain, bro. The Wizards. I'm talking about them real wizards. Them real mages. Not no fake shit. No fake shit. That's why they came there to try to figure out how they did that shit. You got to think there's a reason why they went over there. There was some real wizards up in Spain. There's some real wizards, real mages. I'm talking about nigga, wine in hand, spitting shit out. That's not talked about because they took a lot of that shit. But I know there's definitely wizards. They got a lot of mage history. You just never know. Spain got some shit, but they hide it. But there's a lot of it that they only hit the tip of the iceberg. There's so much shit they don't know about. There's so much shit they don't have access to that we're not even going to say. But if that's one of the spots you're being called to go, there's definitely spots that got gates there. I don't know what those gates going to lead to though, but there's definitely a gate. But I will definitely say, if you ever access a gate, you definitely wanted some spiritual protection. I don't care if you feel like you're protected from everything, but you just never know where you're going. You don't know how long it's going to be. You don't know if you're going to decide to come back. Because usually a gateway is a doorway. You know. That's why they put a lot of negativity in places, because there's a doorway there. In Africa, I'm pretty sure there's a doorway in the Congo. That's why they put all that weird shit in the Congo and make you not discover the fucking jungle because they're scared to go in there because they know their heart's not weighed to be in there because they fight them back. But I'm pretty sure if you put in the upright primal being up in the Congo, he's going to make it through the jungle. I'm pretty sure of that. But there's gateways in the Congo. There's the smoke and mirrors, bro. In the place itself, like, if you think about it, there's no point. There's no reason for that place to be on that time. There's really no point. That's how you know that shit is injected. It's injected chaos. It shall stop soon. Because it's like, it's stopping from the people to evolve who they are, because they're always gotta dodge bullets for some bullshit they ain't got nothing to do with. It's like, these people are fighting a battle on the land that people are supposed to be taken care of on. But they're fighting a battle on their land though, and it's like people are getting in their way. But it's like, you getting in our way, motherfucker, this is our land. So weird, and it's a weird situation in Congo. But, dude, there's animals motherfuckers don't even know about in the Congo. You already know there's ancient shit in the Congo, bro. There's temples in the Congo. They don't really know a lot about the Congo when it comes to that. But I'm telling you, if you were upright primal being and you being called to go to the Congo, man, you gonna make it, bro. I'm just letting you know you gonna make it. I don't know. Everybody has different energy fields. And some niggas know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's the reason I'm talking about the Congo. But nigga, you will make it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. These type of journeys activate certain things in you, bro. It's like Goku, bro. Goku used to always travel in the unknown, bro. And he used to level up. This is exactly what you're doing, bro. This is like a video game. Life is like a real awesome video game to certain niggas now. This is some unheard of shit. Ancient shit going on, bro. It's like the temples are activated now, bro. So we're getting that energy plus more. We're a whole new species of being now, to where you do get the perks of the temple, but the only highlight for you, it's a sacred quest. Only some of a few can go on. But definitely the Congo definitely got some shit. The Congo definitely got some shit. And you could go, and you're gonna be safe. Now I would say bring a knife, and if you could, I mean, I would grab a firearm in that motherfucker. I know you're gonna be protected, but just in motherfucking case there's an alien thing that you know you don't fuck with. Cause some niggas ain't got the protection like me. I'm just letting you know, nigga. If you can get something, nigga, get a firearm and go in that bitch with a sword. That's all you need. But don't get lost. Bro, that would be one of the most greatest motherfuckers of all time, bro. I would keep it a stack, and you should record it. Record that shit. Make sure you got solar motherfucking panels. You got solar panels and shit. Yeah, like solar generator. Yeah, batteries and shit. Like a battery generator. Have a lot of those so you can get a lot of footage. And that is a whole movie. You can cut bits and pieces of it and make that bitch into like a 4-hour movie. That'd be one of the biggest movies. But you really gotta be on that mystical shit. It's gonna be mystical. Like, oh my God, I found it. And it only woken up. It only activated because of him, and you didn't show your path, your route. You kind of just did your thing. And yeah, that'd be big. That movie probably be one of the biggest movies of all time. And that person survived that shit, which he would, but he actually got to the gates and he turned the camera off. Yeah, when he got to the gates, he turns it off. Like, it was a journey to get to the gate, right? But when he gets to the gate, he turns it off. Because it's like, this is sacred. I can't show this part. I can't show this part. This is a sacred part. They seen the bits and pieces in the movie, but when you see the gateway, bro, you never show that part. I'm basically giving people a movie script. I know someone is going to use this. So you know how many people watching me, bro? So you know Hollywood, you can't use that. Alright? Nobody can use that. That's like a movie. That's my movie, nigga. This is copyrighted. Yeah, this is copyrighted, bro. You heard me. But yeah, bro, if you do that, bro, it'll be a great movie if you make it. Because like, if you made it yourself, well, that movie would be huge. The box office would be like 600 million. I'm talking about, if you ever want to make some money, this is what the great mother's saying. Go to these gateways and on your journey, film that shit. Because you're going to make that back on the journey where you film it. And when you film it, you're showing them the process. You're showing them everything. You're not going to fake it. And you're just showing them the trials on which you go through. You see the bullshit, the corruption. And you have a hidden, you have that hidden shit. And it just shows you the bullshit, the trial and error, but you persevere. And you make it through. You're dodging bullshit because you know what's going to show you, bro? That your life is a fucking movie. And you don't need no actors. That's what the fuck is going to show you. When the movie hit like that, oh my God. And motherfuckers be like, hey man, I didn't know I was on a movie. You know what you do? You just AI edit their face a little bit, make it change up a little bit. Every time they on the screen, just AI that shit. Be like, that ain't you, dude. That's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And be like, I can't even say that's you, bro. Because that's the AI and shit. AI filter. And then you win court with that. But yeah, you could definitely make that movie. That'd be one of the biggest fucking movies of all time. I'm telling you. But when you get to the gates, you turn the camera off. Never show people when you get to the gate. Don't go through the gates watching that shit. That's just some sacred shit. That's some abomination. The camera will jump off. You will end up going back 100,000 steps doing shit like that. So I'm just saying that's some forbidden shit. To be in the gate with a camera, bro. Turn that shit off. What you trying to show, bro? You never do that. That's some forbidden shit. Because that's some sacred shit you don't record. You might lose some shit. You might lose something. I don't even think you're going to have a phone in there. Because they can see your intentions. They just take the phone out your goddamn pocket. You would rather want them to do that than what they can do. But there's definitely gates out here. Confirmation. There's definitely gates. In the Americas, I don't know. There's definitely gates, but they got this bitch locked down with their weird shit. I mean, like, you know that weird ass shit. You just gotta wait. It's definitely, they done scraped this bitch inside out. It's really the gender. The quest is wherever you feel. But in America, I would look the other way when it comes to certain things like that. Because they probably they spent over hundreds and hundreds of years to hide shit in here. So they damn near got everything off this motherfucker. You know? The canyons, you can't even go to the canyons. I bet if you go in the Grand Canyons, I bet you something in there. I bet, man, that's the quest. No matter who says what, if the Great Mother says you can go to the Grand Canyon, you can go to the Grand Canyon. Don't let nobody say you can't go to the Grand Canyon. I don't know if it's safe, because I think I did I go there a little bit? I can't remember. I feel like it was a dream or something. But yeah, go to the Grand Canyon if that's one of the gates. There's definitely gateways in there. There's gateways in the Grand Canyon. There's a way to get in there, bro. But that's a movie. That's a movie. And I would record that shit. Record that shit. Yes, that's something you record. I don't know if you want to put that out there, because they're going to be like, well, we got footage that you went out there, man. I'm going to be like, no, bro, I did what I did, but that's not illegal. That's not illegal going in the Grand Canyon. Now, you're not going to give me access on your own, but if I figure out a way to get in the Grand Canyon, that's legal. But you're not providing access. You're making it illegal in your eyes. But if I figure out a way to get through my damn stuff, that's not illegal, bro. It's not illegal. I don't know who says that, but it ain't. You could go in the Grand Canyon if you're a mystical motherfucker, because the gates will open to you. The reality will open to you. There's some gates there. If you got the balls, bro, go out there. I'm not even gonna lie. It's those type of niggas that end up going to places. Those niggas that take those type of risks. Not those people that are scared that got the tail tucked between the legs. But those type of people that seeks adventure. Those people that is a conquest. They're a conquest that seeks adventure, and they know it's mystical shit behind it, because it's like you can do so much shit internally and be under a rock, but it gets to the point where, bro, you gotta go live life. Life is an adventure, literally. Right now, it's a fucking adventure. It's a video game. It's a fucking movie, to where you could just show a nigga, and some niggas need to do that, because you can show the last remnants of gang stalking and shit. You know, you can show the last remnants of gang stalking and what the fuck was going on. Confirmation, you can make a movie about that. You said that hidden enemy. That's what you can call those. If you do got that shit going on, but you just got cam footage of you going through hell with them, and then next thing you know, you go above them, but then you sue the fuck out of them with that footage showing them that, hey bro, these people were watching me. That'd be a great movie. Your life can be a movie, and you can literally not even like you like. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's the truth. That's how those are going to be the new movies. I'm telling you, them real life movies, not no fake shit. Them real life movies, and they're gonna make them bitches in the movies. Cause art imitates life. You might as well make, them type of movies. Them movies gonna hit different. If you got the balls to do that, bro, I'll commend you, man. I commend you. Because you don't show them too much, you just show them a little bit. You don't show them too much, but you show them a little bit, Turn that shit off for you and save the battery. And so you just don't show 100 hours and you do it crazy, pissing and shitting, turning around when you're sleeping and shit, when you're fucking. You know what I mean? It's not like that. But yeah, it's definitely a gate. There's definitely some gates there. I commend you if you do that, and I will watch your movies. That's about it. In Antarctica too, smoke and mirrors. If you can figure out a way to get to Antarctica by yourself, you can go to Antarctica. Nobody can stop you from going to Antarctica. You just got to get access to it, not from their means, because they're going to give you hell. You got to figure out how to go to there without nobody's help. Get there your goddamn self. There's a way to get there. I'm not going to say it. Confirmation. I got to keep it a secret. But if you're being called to go to Antarctica, there's a way to go to Antarctica. But I can't tell you how. That way, you got to keep it sacred. But there's a way to get to Antarctica. There's a way to get to Antarctica. And it ain't all Antarctica is not even probably cold, bro. It's probably not cold. If you think about it, who knows what's down there? Let's not act like we know everything. There's something in Antarctica to where that's what Great Mother's saying. There's the gates. There's some gates. The back door. There's a back door. And the smoke and mirrors out there. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's cold. Don't go there. Oh, it's cold. Don't mind that place. It's cold. No, if you got coordinates down there, man, and you got balls, bro, figure out a way to go down there. Confirmation. If you got a fucking private plane, nigga, go down there. Just pop out. I'm just fucking with you, bro. If you got the balls, I'm on my ride. And you fucking land that shit. You land that shit. You would need the biggest fucking airplane tank ever, because you wouldn't have to do 2 trips back to back. Because if you can't find a landing dock, something that can get you off the the map, it's gonna be a tough sell. Yeah, we're definitely in Antarctica. There's definitely something in Antarctica, bro. There's something that they're not telling us. There's something that they're not telling us. Definitely something they're not telling us, though. But you gotta block out all that bullshit and figure out a way to get there. Yeah, there's a way to get there. That's not going to get you in harm's way. Yes, there's a way to get there, and there's a way to get to the gate. Because if the Great Mother's saying it, there's a way. There's a way. Is there any other gates out there? You know what's crazy? Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee got the gates, but that's why they be putting bush in certain places. It's this, that, and the third. But Tennessee definitely got the gates. I'm not going to say where it's at. That's one thing I will say. I'm not going to say nothing else about nothing. But I will say, niggas in Tennessee, there's something in Tennessee. Niggas leaving Tennessee like whatever, but Tennessee is ancient. That's why they try to dumb them niggas down or whatever the fuck they try to do there, because there's some ancient energy out there they don't want you tapping into. That just lets me know there's something in the land that's making it like that. but you gotta find it. I know where it's at, but we don't want nobody fucking with it. Like I said, you don't speak on it. When you're on a journey, you hide. When it's all said and done, when it's been a long time already, you got the movie polished. You don't just pop the movie out when you get it done. No, you wait on it. You wait on it. Get it polished. Cut out the parts that's too personal. You know, the action parts, you want those parts in there and shit like that. And then chop that movie up and you got that bitch going. You just made a movie in that bitch. But weeks and weeks and months after. But yeah, man. Definitely Tennessee got something. Definitely got something there. And they're smoking mirrors is that gang shit. And then it's racist. Try to be racist and gang. It's like, what the fuck are you guys trying to do? That's injected there, by the way. That's actually injected there. Because usually people just don't give a fuck. That's how you know they inject a lot of bullshit. During these days, people just don't give a fuck. But they do got some weirdos out here, but they just be injecting people, man. It really ain't what you think. A lot of that shit is not real, bro. They just be injecting, you know, putting themselves in those type of negative type of archetypes to put a frequency out there on the land. But yeah. Tennessee definitely got something. You already know, I'll give you one. Georgia. They got Georgia so into everything, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Georgia definitely got something, bro. Georgia's ancient, but the thing is about Georgia, people are so fixated on everything else but the spiritual work, and that place is very spiritual. That place got some spiritual shit. If you're a spiritual motherfucker, that land gonna open up to you. Nobody else doing shit down there, damn near. So I mean, they are though. I can't even front. There's a lot of people in Atlanta, but you know what I'm saying. You, the ones that is down there, shit, you already know. I'm talking to y'all niggas. The land gonna open up to you better. Yeah, the land gonna open up to you better. I already know, because it's like nobody else doing shit. Might as well. That's how they see it. It's like shit. But I see it. It's something. I'm not gonna tell you where it's at. It's a journey, but you have to be on a certain journey, and it is there's a way to get there. There's a gateway. There's a way to get there, but you'll know when you're on that path. It'll come to you, bro. You think you're going somewhere, but you're not. You're taking directions to the place, and people can't watch you. Bro, this is set up to where nobody can watch you but you. It's set up that way, even if they try to watch you. Something will happen where they can't watch you. Anybody, you know. This is one of them journeys that even the highest of the high can't even go on you with. They even have to sit back and can't watch you this time. Like, yeah, they're not going to be able to monitor you. Is what I'm saying on these journeys. Now, this next journey they can't go on you with. Big Brother can't go. Yeah, Big Brother can't go. Yeah, you know he can't go. He ain't right. He ain't right. But yeah, that's about it. Georgia got it, you know. There's some hidden gates. These gates access different planes. Yeah, I don't know what they go. I don't know where you're gonna go to though. But I got a feeling if that's like that, I might go to the Inferno Realm. That's how I'm gonna meet some of my enemies through the gateway. Yeah, I think that's the truth. Whenever the gateway happens, I'm gonna go to the Inferno Realm and I'm gonna go see Set. I'm gonna go to my enemy chamber and I'm gonna see him for a little bit, and I'm gonna see her too. There's some women down there. I'm gonna go see. You know, I'll be spending the night with a couple of them. You know why? Well, Because they're going to be in hell for a long time. You might as well spend a night with them. You feel me? I hope that God go down there. I hope that God will go down there and go see them niggas real quick. Give me that. As Papa said, I can hang. Papa don't do that. He let his minions do it, his legion. But he'll let me go do it, and we're gonna get my special guest. Get my special guest with me. We're gonna bring a couple special guests, cause we got a couple people to see. We're gonna spend a night with y'all. And I'm telling you, just know, watch Hellraiser, and then watch the Animator, or Reanimator, or the Animator. You watch those movies, my enemies. But don't put me in those boxes. Just know it's something similar, but it ain't nothing like it. Just remember that when I'm down there, I got that ability. Okay? Just know it ain't nothing like that, but it's similar to it. Alright? And that don't mean I'm evil, no. I'm taking care of the wicked. And somebody, that's just a whole realm that's built for it. There's a whole realm that was built like that in the Inferno realm. But the Inferno realm is vast, bro. You can get palaces. Yes, there's palaces. There's spots in the Inferno realm. I'm pretty sure you can take your physical body, bro. Confirmation with the Saturnian bug that said yes when I said that. He said, yes, you're right. There's places in the Inferno realm we can go to. When I said that motherfucker got loud. He letting me know. And they can't do nothing about it. And that's a good thing for us. Confirmation. That's great for us, Inferno beings, bro, because we're valid. Nobody, you can't angelic. Look, that's an angelic soul going down there, bro. You're hurting yourself. For real. Even a great mother be like, yeah, you're hurting yourself. You're not supposed to be down there. Confirmation. Some people do try to force themselves in realms, bro. They try to force themselves in different places, and they get fucked up doing it. Certain niggas, I don't give no fuck how strong you think you is, bro. There should be some rogue. I wouldn't call them gods. I wouldn't call them demigods. I would call them rogue slayers. There's some rogue slayers that do be trying to come be sly and figure out a way to pinpoint where we at. But we always take those rogue slayers down because those minions be fucking niggas up. And the minions fight just like what's that game called? League of Legends. What do you think they got that shit from? They get that shit from hell, bro. Cause hell used to have to be reconquered and shit. They were trying to take over hell, bro. Certain niggas. Not set. That's before set. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, that's before set. Then set rose up from that bitch. Took it over, but that was before set. It was on some bullshit. But now it's good over there. But yeah, you can go down there, bro. And you got different forms, bro. You got way more forms than that chaos realm. To where it ain't shit but a thing. But you can take your body and you can have some of the craziest pleasures of your life. Not even gonna lie. If you want pleasures, you go and you're Inferno being. You know, I know my Inferno beings. We know we're Inferno beings. It's like it's something you always knew. You knew you're loving though, but you knew your other side just always was cooking. Not like you're hurting people, but no, you were just there's that infernal energy about you, that fire energy. You know, yeah, that fiery energy. That means you come from that Inferno realm. That's what that means. Fiery as fuck. That means you're from the Inferno realm, bro. It's in your personality. I'm not even my birthday and shit, but I'm a Leo because of the fire in the Inferno realm that I'm exuding. They feel that light. That's actually primal fire. You feeling confirmation when I say this from the Inferno realm, bro. It's like, yeah, the Inferno realm is actually good as long as you're a good person and you do good works. If you're a lazy motherfucker, you're not gonna have shit down there. You have to do good works to get certain things. You have to have certain type of powers, have a certain type of perception to get certain things down there. Because you can go down there and be dull. And go down there and not have shit. Go down there and don't have a palace. Go down there and fuck up in life and be getting tortured down there. Because there's spots down there you get tortured. Yes. What do you think that makes gods more powerful? Fucking hell. Reincarnation traps. Because the wicked people deserve it. Those wicked people deserve it, the great mother's saying. So it don't even matter. It's nothing but a chicken wing out here. Great mother said it don't matter. Great mother said it don't matter. These people had chances to change, but they didn't change. They had chances to change, but they didn't change. So it is what it is. But you definitely can go down there. You can definitely go down there, and that just made me excited. And nobody can go on that path with you. These paths are not meant to be recorded. These paths of interdimensional travel are not meant to be recorded. I'm getting these downloads, and I'm actually excited because I didn't know nothing about this. Like I said, I just be going, bro. I just be minding my business, and next thing you know, I get a download, and the download comes back stronger. The next thing you know, I get a channel and shit. It's nothing. It's nothing to me. Should I hit this tobacco? We could bring something in. But yeah, it's nothing to me, bro. But I'm like, yo, I'm definitely gonna go back on this. Definitely interesting shit. I would love to go somewhere different. Like you could use drugs, but niggas, our frequencies are getting to these places. That's our frequency, because some niggas are rising just like me. Confirmation with that going on. Some niggas rising just like me, bro, and you being called as different gates. You just don't even know it. You feel like you think you're going into a place, but you're actually going to the gate. But the thing is, the path will never tell you you're on the path, but you're going to know you're on it. People are going to guide you to do stuff, not negative people. These are people that are heaven sent. You're going to know a difference from an agent and from a fucking angel. You're going to know the difference real quick, to where it's unmistakable. And those motherfucking angels are going to guide you to that place. It's something that you're just going to know. So this is guidance. This is the next step. This is what they want me to do. This is just a part of the journey. You're going to know it. But you're going to get there. I promise you that. It ain't going to be as what you went through. This is a fun, adventurous journey the Great Mother's putting us on. I'm telling you. I put that on me. And it's going to wow you. It's going to wow you, bro. And Great Mother's like, keep that live to yourself because it's sacred. Without calling Ishu Papa Legba Papa Fish to call upon people's hidden gateway missions to be fulfilled and to be revealed to them and to be protected. Only they can go in it and see it until they record and put the movie out and cut out the parts that's too personal. This, that, and the third. Thank you, Ishu Papa Legba Papa Fish. Alright, that's about it though. This video's long as fuck. I'm on my Bobby Hemmings shit. We're going to expand your attention span, buddy. But that's about it. I'm out. Peace.